Apple charges $1,000 for this. So would you even believe me if I told you that all of this could be yours for hundreds of dollars less? The concept is old, but when we saw the new Ergo Dual from LG, we questioned our own choices and just had to know, could this double monitor plus ARM combo pack thing possibly be as good as today's sponsor? Karma is a really cool extension that'll help you save both time and money when shopping online. Want to know more? Stay tuned for the end of this video. Before it's even out of the packaging, the LG Ergo Dual is checking boxes for me left and right. Get it? That's a joke. Lots of screen real estate, an included double monitor arm, 2 identical displays, and they better be color matched, good cable management, and USB-C power delivery for the odd laptop that might roll through your workspace. This is the monitors, and all this is just the arm? Funny thing, even though I had never actually encountered one before, bundle products like this do exist if you go looking for them. Dell and HP, for example, have a handful of options ranging from smaller, lower resolution screens like this home office bundle, all the way up to bigger, higher resolution screens like this one from HP, albeit at a much higher price of $1,200 US. It used to be that brand name monitor arms were like the norm, and you would pay hundreds of dollars for a monitor arm, and that was like what you did from like Kensington or whatever the case may be. But I always just didn't bother because I was like, that's stupid. It comes with a way to mount it, and if I need it up higher, I'll put it on a book or something. I was always that guy. And so I've only ever really like seen AliExpress grade monitor arms. This is definitely built a little bit better. Like you could kill a man with it, you know?
Watch the monitor.
And you could get really like nunchucks.
Watch out, man, you're gonna hurt yourself.
Don't take away my fun. Back to business. The clamp down here works like most monitor arm clamps, meaning that you'll need a fair bit of overhang on both the top and bottom of your desk in order to get it seated properly. One thing that's kind of cool is it can actually open up wide enough to accommodate a desk this thick. Who has a desk like that? Anyway, the point is, if you have any sort of support bar or say, for example, a little I/O thing like this one, you might struggle to find enough clearance down there. You know what, funnily enough, this has kind of a metal housing thing on the bottom of it that is possibly strong enough that I could actually open this up a little wider and clamp right to it. But then I wouldn't be able to open this anymore. So that is not actually a solution. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and put it here. Okay, this is interesting. It's non-trivial, but if you wanted to attach this to a third-party monitor, you technically could. You would just unclip this plastic thing, probably remove this somehow, and then you could go right through, see that, these bolt holes, and just screw this plate into your other monitor. Not the best job of, future-proofing that I've ever seen, but it's better than nothing. The rest of it's really cool though. Even though it ships with 27-inch displays, you can see that it's actually adjustable. You've got this little thingamaboober right here that'll tell you where to position it. That goes for both vertical and horizontal configurations. Pretty cool. And then, like I mentioned, vertical and horizontal configurations, it either goes on this way or this way, and it's keyed so that you can't accidentally put it on upside down. It'll prevent it from going on all the way. What is this? There's a bar.
It's like a control bar so you can move it around.
Oh, that's cool. Get in there. That's cool. This bar serves 2 functions. 1 is it allows you to move the completed assembly around with ease, and 2, it allows you to play Machine Gunner Simulator. Once you're done, the monitors pop on a little something like this. Pretty standard fare. Okay. Here, David, I'll get you. Whoa! Watch out for your LTT store water bottle while you're swinging that around. Don't want to knock that over. Not that it isn't perfectly durable, not to mention well insulated for hot or cold beverages. LTTstore.com. Don't. Not bad. Supports the weight just fine, which I should hope it would. They come in the same box. There's a little bit of adjustment here, just in case your desk isn't level or whatever, which is a thing, by the way. So having a little bit of adjustment this way is good. You can tilt it. There you go. Oh, you can't tilt it up very much. So if you like to have your monitors low and kind of look down at them, might not be the best for that, but you can tilt it down, which would be really useful for a stacked configuration. Okay, Plouffe had some notes about how it can be a little bit tricky to get it far enough away from you, right? So I could see that. I could see that being a bit of an issue. You kind of can't, you'd have to have it off to the side, which I guess isn't the end of the world because the monitors are, the monitors are so big that it's gonna cover up the stand anyway, but it's definitely something to be aware of as you set it up. You're gonna want this like kind of over here if you want it dead center and deep on your desk. Like that is probably how I'd want it. Something to note at this point in the game is that while you can swap between side-by-side, center portrait, or pivot pretty easily, if you want to switch to a stacked layout after the fact, one on top of the other, it's gonna take a fair bit more work. You pretty much have to take everything off except the clamp to the desk, rotate the bar, and then put it back 90 degrees off and put the monitors on. It's not hard, it just does take some time, and that's something you should be aware of. I got it. I got it. Don't help me. Did they think to provide a longer DP? No, not really. What is this guy though? This has got to be something to do with cable management for this. Not bad, right? Like the LTT store cable ties? I could have used these ones, but I used these ones. And this gives us tons of options. Like I already mentioned that it's got USB-C input with power delivery, so as long as your laptop doesn't need more than 65 watts, it's a single Type-C cable for charging and display output. But this is even better. Each monitor has an HDMI input, but you're gonna wanna use DisplayPort because they've got DisplayPort inputs and outputs. So we can actually daisy chain them together as long as we have a GPU that supports that functionality, meaning that it's just one cable either way to run both of these displays. You can see here I didn't leave enough slack to plug the power into this display when I have it twisted around like this, so I'm gonna just fix that. You're gonna wanna make sure you account for that however you've got it configured. You can leave a little bit more slack than I have. I went pretty tight, but I leave that up to you. These are cool. They include these extensions for the DC power plugs for the monitors. So if you're using them without this arm, they're the right length, and then if you're using them with the arm, you've got extra to route through all the cable management nonsense. Okay, I think it's turning on now. Here we go. Menu. We got nipple control here. Whoop. All the usual, all the very basic settings you might expect. And there's one more thing that we might have to configure. You actually have to turn on the DisplayPort output. Otherwise, no worky. That's awesome! Man, if we had a wireless keyboard and mouse, like, show me the wires, right? That's pretty cool. I'm gonna do my favorite test. Hold on, let me do my favorite test. I'm gonna take a white window. Oh my God. Gosh darn it. I'm gonna take a white window. That's pretty good. Like, you know when you've got two monitors that are supposedly the same and one of them's blue and one of them's yellow, like right out of the box? You gotta get where I am though, because when you're looking at it from a different angle, yeah, you gotta see them both head on. It's not bad, not perfect, but not bad. By this point in the video though, you guys have probably realized that this is my first time hands-on with the Ergo Dual. So why don't we hear from the person who has actually spent the last few weeks daily driving it, trying out some of the different configurations, and writing this to me. I've got some of Plouffe's thoughts here. Ooh. Handwritten because, oh, I see. We took away your monitors. Dear Linus, I think the Ergo Dual
would be a fine addition to most home or work offices. The side-by-side wasn't for me. I got some neck strain looking from side to side even when I angled them in a little bit, but the other options were pretty good. Center portrait is my preference at work, and I use the same layout at home. It's a bit tough to get the screens perfectly flush with one another, and getting the displays recessed far enough can take some forethought depending on how low or how high you want them. Once you're finished shooting, return them to my desk so they can become a permanent fixture there.
You know, I didn't hear the magic word. All right. But first, let's see how it handles gaming, ladies and gentlemen. Oh, headshot, headshot, headshot. Oh God, I'm reloading. Headshot! Oh, shoot. I know what you're thinking. It's not made for this, Linus, but it's also not entirely unreasonable for a casual video editor who might benefit from a setup like this to maybe want to play some games in their spare time. And 75 hertz is better than 60, even if it's not up there with the best gaming monitors today. And it's not exactly cheap. It's affordable, but not cheap, so no excuses. Image quality then, in less action-oriented games, is I would describe as fine. But as soon as you fire up something faster paced, I don't even need to measure the pixel response times to know that they're a little bit rough. It also doesn't get very bright. It's listed at 350 lumens, but in the more accurate cinema mode, it only saw 320 and 270 between the two of them. Color accuracy isn't too bad, with our brighter monitor hitting an average delta E of 2.6 and the dimmer unit hitting 3.4, with both of them having more trouble with yellows and greens than anything else. And while they're not perfectly matched out of the box, I'd say they're close enough to the point where an amateur photographer could use either of them to touch up their photos before posting to Instagram. The HDR is HDR-ent because it's only 350 nits, even if you get everything they advertise on the box. So considering how well Windows handles HDR, you might as well just leave it turned off. Overall, not bad. But before you hit the buy button, which we will have linked down below, there are a few things we're not particularly fond of. It is nice that LG used standard 100mm VESA holes in those plates that go into the back of the monitors, but with all the extra plastic on there, it's not especially convenient to mount a new monitor to it. And if you wanted to replace these with something new, you have to consider that whoever your buyer is better have a dual monitor arm of their own, because they don't come with any out-of-the-box normal stands that you can include with them. Another thing is that according to one solitary review that we found on Autorama, it does not support dual screens on macOS 12 or 11. So I guess we should test that? Horst? We need some horsepower!
Plug it in.
Okay, and then
You got a notification.
oh, look at that. Yes.
All right, so if we
Lies!
oh, it's sideways. Hold on, let me fix that.
But it
there's
worked.
well,
Or wait, hold on. Is this right? What is this? Oh, it's the
Hold-
ghost of Max past.
well, there's a here. Watch this.
Uh-huh. Is this right?
If you like, I mean, if you like double vision,
Oh. Oh, that's a bummer. Why would it behave like that?
so apparently macOS doesn't support MST.
Really? After all this time? Oh.
Yeah, I mean, you can do it if it was a Thunderbolt screen. Would have been great. It'd be nice to have a Thunderbolt screen, but yeah. So do we have another USB-C cable? Because you could just plug it into the other one.
Well, yeah, but that's, oh my God. Okay, all right, thank you.
Bye-bye.
So if you're a Mac user, this might not be the product for you. And at $800, it might also not be for you if you don't like the price or you want more versatility in your monitor arms or whatever the case may be. And the good news is that while we like this package and think it actually makes a ton of sense, there are other options. For gamers, for example, you could just as easily buy a gaming display and then one other cheaper one that you don't care about as much, plus a more versatile arm or even no arm at all. This Huano dual stand, $70 on sale at the time of filming. 4.5 stars with 10,000 ratings, though it should be noted it only holds up to 14.3 pounds per arm compared to 20 on this one. Make sure you get subscribed, by the way, because we're gonna be doing a whole roundup of cheap monitor arms off of like Amazon and stuff that you will not want to miss. Just like you don't wanna miss our sponsor, Karma. Karma is a free app and browser extension that uses sophisticated AI and machine learning technology to produce a seamless and smart shopping experience. Karma works with over 50,000 stores, so whether you're getting new computer parts or buying your spouse a gift, you can ensure that you are making the right choices at the right time while you shop online. For me, not a huge shopper, So finding deals can be a little time consuming, and that's what makes Karma crazy useful. It scans the web for coupons and applies them at checkout automatically so you don't have to, meaning you will get the best coupon code or price drop. You can create shopping lists, which allow you to organize your purchases and shop more mindfully, while also receiving real-time notifications when your favorite products go on sale or come back in stock, making sale FOMO a thing of the past. Plus, you can earn real cash from select retailers when you shop using Karma. So click the link in the description box to sign up with Karma for free and start shopping smartly today. Thanks for watching, everyone. Have you found a solid, cheap monitor arm that you think crushes the competition? Let us know in the comments, and we will try to check it out in that upcoming video.